Welcome back to Animal Facts. Here we give you nothing but absolute facts, so you better believe it. If you're fascinated by the world of insects, you're in for a treat. In this video, we're diving deep into the incredible world of ants, revealing facts that will leave you in awe. From their extraordinary teamwork to their surprising abilities, you won't believe what these tiny creatures are capable of. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content about the fascinating natural world. If you enjoy learning about ants, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Ants exhibit incredible diversity in terms of species, behaviors, and adaptations. There are over 12,000 recognized ant species, and scientists estimate that there could be as many as 22,000 species in total. These species are found on every continent except Antarctica. Ants come in a wide range of sizes. The smallest ant species, such as the pharaoh ant, measures only about 1.5 millimeters, while the largest, like the bullet ant, can be up to 3 centimeters long. Ants have adapted to various habitats, from deserts and rainforests to grasslands and urban environments. They can be found in diverse ecosystems around the world. They are omnivorous, and their diets vary by species. Some are scavengers, some are herbivores, and others are predators. Leafcutter ants, for example, are herbivores that cultivate fungi, while trap-jaw ants are carnivorous hunters. Ant colonies vary in size and complexity. Some species have small colonies with a few dozen ants, while others have supercolonies with millions of individuals. Many ant species have specialized roles within the colony, such as worker ants, soldiers, and reproductive ants, queens and drones. The queen ant is the colony's reproductive center. She lays eggs, and the worker ants tend to her and the young. This specialization ensures the continuation of the colony and the maintenance of genetic diversity through periodic mating flights. These roles can vary significantly between species. Ants employ diverse defensive mechanisms, including biting, stinging, and producing toxic or irritating chemicals. Some ants build intricate traps, such as pitfall traps, to capture prey. Ant colonies are often referred to as superorganisms because they exhibit collective behaviors and functions that make them functionally similar to a single organism. This concept highlights the remarkable cooperation and specialization within ant colonies. Ants collectively build and maintain their nests, which can vary from underground tunnels to above-ground mounds. These structures provide shelter, protection, and suitable environments for raising their young. Ants often store surplus food within the nest and share it with other colony members as needed. This food storage helps the colony endure periods of scarcity. Ant colonies are composed of individual ants, each with specific roles and tasks. These roles include worker ants responsible for foraging, nursing the young, and maintaining the nest, as well as soldier ants that defend the colony. Ants use complex chemical signals called pheromones to communicate with one another. Pheromones are used to convey information about food sources, threats, the location of the colony, and more. This chemical communication allows ants to coordinate their activities effectively. Ants work together for the benefit of the colony as a whole. This cooperation includes sharing food, caring for the young, and defending the colony. The collective effort of the colony is essential for its survival and success. The phrase strength in numbers is particularly apt when describing ants. Ants are known for their remarkable collective strength and efficiency, and this is due to the combined efforts of the many individuals within a colony. Ants are incredibly strong relative to their size. Their collective strength comes from the coordinated efforts of many individuals. A group of ants can work together to move objects or carry food back to the nest, sometimes items much larger and heavier than themselves. Ants form organized foraging parties that can cover wide areas in search of food. By spreading out and communicating with pheromone trails, they can efficiently locate and transport resources back to the colony. Ants demonstrate exceptional teamwork. They can create living bridges, rafts, and towers using their bodies to overcome obstacles, navigate through water, or reach food sources. Ant colonies collectively construct and maintain intricate nests with chambers for different purposes, including rearing young, storing food, and protecting the queen. This construction requires cooperation and the contributions of many workers. Ants use a form of collective decision-making, where groups of ants may evaluate options and communicate information about resource locations. This process helps the colony make adaptive choices. Some ants serve as scouts, exploring new areas and assessing potential resources or nest sites. Their discoveries are shared with the colony, allowing for informed decisions about where to forage or establish new nests. Ants engage in a variety of symbiotic relationships with other organisms, both mutualistic and parasitic. Ants and aphids have one of the most well-known mutualistic relationships in the insect world. Ants protect aphids from predators, shelter them in their nests, and milk them for honeydew, a sugary liquid excreted by aphids. In return, aphids gain protection and care from the ants. Some ants, like leafcutter ants, cultivate fungus gardens in their nests. They cut and carry fresh vegetation back to the nest to serve as a substrate for the fungus. The ants feed on the fungus, and the fungus benefits from a controlled environment and nourishment from the plant material. Certain species of ants, such as the Pseudomyrmex ferrugineus, have a mutualistic relationship with acacia trees. The ants protect the trees from herbivores and other plants that could overshadow them, while the acacia provides the ants with shelter and nectar. Some ants participate in the dispersal of seeds. Elyosome-bearing plants produce seeds with fatty appendages that attract ants. Ants carry these seeds to their nests, consume the elyosome, and discard the seed, effectively planting it in a nutrient-rich environment. Myrmecophytes are plants that have evolved structures to house ant colonies. These plants provide shelter and sometimes food resources, such as nectar, in exchange for protection. The ants defend the plant against herbivores and help clear away competing vegetation. Certain parasitic organisms, like phorid flies and nematodes, exploit ants for their own purposes. For example, some parasitic phorid flies lay their eggs inside ants. The fly larvae develop inside the ant, eventually killing it and emerging to pupate. Cordyceps fungi are parasitic organisms that infect insects, including ants. Infected ants leave the colony and climb vegetation before the fungus kills them. The fungus then grows from the ant's body, releasing spores to infect other ants. Ants can be considered environmental engineers due to their significant impact on their habitats and ecosystems. Ants excavate underground tunnels and chambers, effectively aerating the soil. Their digging activities improve soil structure, which enhances water infiltration, root growth, and nutrient cycling. Some ant species, through seed dispersal, contribute to the regeneration of plant species. Seeds collected and carried to ant nests are often protected from seed predators and fire, which increases the chances of germination. Ants dispose of organic matter, such as dead insects and other debris, in and around their nests. This process contributes to the decomposition and recycling of organic material in the ecosystem. Ants transfer nutrients from one location to another. They can move soil from deeper layers to the surface and distribute organic matter within their nests. This nutrient redistribution has a positive impact on plant growth. In some ecosystems, ants engineer the environment by creating mounds and tunnels that modify soil structure and moisture levels. These modifications influence plant composition and can lead to increased plant diversity in some habitats. In some cases, ants can help control weed populations by foraging on weed seeds, reducing the density of weed plants in an area. Ants, as both predators and prey, are integral to food webs and ecosystems. Their presence affects the abundance and distribution of various species, influencing the overall balance of the ecosystem. Ant nests create microhabitats that support a diversity of organisms, from other invertebrates to microorganisms. These microhabitats can enhance local biodiversity. The activities of ants, while primarily driven by their own survival and reproduction, have ripple effects on the environment. These effects range from the physical changes they make to the soil and vegetation to their roles in nutrient cycling and the functioning of ecosystems. In many ecosystems, ants are recognized as important ecosystem engineers, and their presence can influence ecological dynamics.
We have come to the end of today's video, but before you go, I just want to thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and please feel free to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Also check out my Instagram link in the bio, for more photos and video clips. This is Animals Facts. See you next time with more facts.